Welcome back YouTube, wir sind hier bei Tech, and today I'm going to talk about 4K video. And I have prepared here some of my phones that I use. You must probably know that I'm mainly an Android user. So this year I tried a lot of phones, and to just try to cut to the chase guys, because this video is probably not going to be so short, but cutting to the chase, the long story short is 4K video at 60 FPS on Android just sucks. It just doesn't work well. Let me explain. Alright, so I'm gonna first start with this device here. This is the so-called Pixel 6. And I understand this is not the Pixel 6 Pro, but the performance is kind of the same. Let me illustrate. When you shoot 4K 60 on this little baby here, it will just overheat. It was bearable while using Android 12, but now on Android 13 it is almost not usable. And when it overheats, the camera will stop, and then you need to wait for your device to cool down. So 4K 60 FPS video on the Pixel 6 is absolutely not okay. It doesn't really work for me. And don't get me wrong, you can probably still do like 2-3 minutes, but I'm shooting sometimes 20, 30, 40, 50 minutes of videos, and then I have to cut them down to the result that you see on your screen. So can I use this for my YouTube channel? No. Alright, then guys, I'm gonna show you something else. I also bought the S22 Ultra, and yes, that's the Exynos version. And this phone is probably the closest that you can get in the mission of having nice 4K 60 video. But does it overheat? Yes, it does as well. So if you want to use continuous 4K shooting on 60 FPS, it simply will not work. And then I thought, okay, what can I do? I also had the Xiaomi 12 with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1, and it was very bad. Could probably do like 4 minutes and then boom, overheats, camera shuts off, and it's simply crazy. I also don't have any types of monitors, so every time I do a video guys, so what you see on the screen is what I'm doing in real time. I do most of my videos without any scripts. This means that I just shoot some very long videos, right, like a one-shot video, no script whatsoever, to just have this pure experience, like my honest reaction to what I see on the screen, to what you also see on the screen. And this is very frustrating. Sometimes I would do a video, I would go on for like 20 minutes just to understand that my phone failed me. So I have to just go back, re-record, deinstall, and it's frustrating, right? And then guys, I'll tell something else. You know what, like if the Pixel is not good, if the S22, the Exynos is not good, I also bought the Z Flip 4, which is actually now my main driver, and I love this phone. This phone is really nice. I mean, if you want to check my review, you can do it here. And I just noticed recently, guys, while doing some animations video 4K 60, the video will skip. It will just drop frames. Don't get me wrong, by the way, I'm shooting my videos at 4K 30 FPS. I think Marcus explained why, and 60 FPS just looks a bit too unnatural, and it's not required. But sometimes, right, sometimes when I'm just doing animation tests, I would go and use the 60 FPS. That's what some of you guys suggested, and I embrace this, right? So 4K 60 really was a must. So I said, okay guys, if all of my phones are just not doing their job, then what can I do? Let me just try to invest into buying a proper equipment. And I tried this in the past as well. I bought a Canon camera, it was not good, I had to return it, it was very big, it was just obscuring my view. I spent 2 days reading online just to understand that 4K really is very tough for most of the DSLR cameras. You know, like the DSLR, they have the optical viewfinder there, etc. And if you want to go 4K 60 FPS, you better go and use a mirrorless camera. And then I checked the prices, and the pricing was really crazy, like 1,500 euro and above, right? So 4K is tough for the DSLR. If you want to get like proper 4K 60 video on a DSLR, then you need to spend a lot of money. So a lot of folks suggested out there, a lot of reviewers, to just go for a mirrorless camera. But they were really costing so much, and at the end of the day guys, after scratching my head and reading tons of reviews, comparing videos from this and that, from smartphone footage, right, and proper DSLR stuff and mirrorless, I decided to just go with the iPhone guys, right? So this very video that you're watching right now is shot on an iPhone 12 guys. And I bought an iPhone 12 64 gigabytes for 350 euros, which is really an insane price. This is of course a phone that I bought secondhand. It was bought last year April for about 700 euro. So I think I really got a very nice deal guys, just getting the iPhone 12 64 gigs. Absolutely enough for me. I just checked it, by the way, the battery health is 90%, and only with having iOS I still have more than 50 gigabytes of free storage. And shooting 4K 60 FPS will take me something like 400 megabytes a minute, which is 50 gigabytes pretty much enough for what I want to do. And hopefully now I will have the confidence to just focus a bit more on the content while I'm just doing the stuff, because like I explained, I do them in real time, right? And I don't really have time to redo my videos when all of those Android phones are just failing me. And what I wanted to address in this video is that apparently 4K 60 video footage is still not up to the iPhone level in the Android world. And that's just my opinion, but I tested so many brands, right? And Samsung apparently one of the best. So I'm not sure, is it because of the cooling is bad or something else, but I do have a feeling that Qualcomm and also MediaTek and also Kirin and Samsung Exynos chips are still not at that level. So perhaps also software, somehow the OS is not so well integrated, but the end result is really, if you want to get 4K 60 footage done on a smartphone, then right now guys, you don't really have a lot of choices. So you can just take all of those and just throw them away and sadly just buy an iPhone. Well, so I will still keep shooting my Android content and of course using the iPhone. The other benefits is I want to have an iOS device so I can check animations, because apparently Animation King is still the iOS, right? So on this iPhone, I can install the latest iOS and I can check some of the things there. And that's it, guys. Sadly, 2022, almost 2023, and Android phones are still not able to rival iPhone with 4K 60 video. That's the sad reality, guys. That's my thoughts. If you're interested into filmography or cinematography, I'm not the guy, right? I just shoot tech YouTube videos. But I had these real problems with all of those phones, guys. With the Z Flip, with the Pixel 6 and the Ultra. And the only solution to that was just using an iPhone. So hopefully this video is still gonna be beneficial for somebody out there trying to do the same. Stay safe, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you didn't already. And VST over and bye. Ja. Stanove.